Good evening. My name is Alyssa Spang, and I have the privilege of working with the seniors on their projects. And I would like to take a moment to highlight the Senior Legacy Program as one of the unique features of Grace Prep. And as most of you know, I went to Grace Prep, so I did the project as a student, now I teach the project. I've had a lot of experience with the project. So the Senior Legacy Project is a rigorous, focused project which spans an entire year. Each senior chooses his or her own topic. Each topic forces the student not simply to learn more, but also to integrate their ideas into the community. The project is difficult. It requires much more than time. It requires each student to step out of his or her normal social, intellectual, and emotional spheres and invest fully in an idea of his or her own. And then I read this every year, but I love this quote, that kind of embodies the project. C.S. Lewis writes, "If we let ourselves, we shall always be waiting for some distraction or other before we can really get down to our work. The only people who achieve much are those who want knowledge so badly that they will seek it while the conditions are still unfavorable. Favorable conditions will never come." And these students have certainly sought knowledge with unfavorable conditions. We had students who were researching very complex topics. They were biking through mud. They were pushing themselves out of their comfort zone when their projects didn't go the way they wanted them to go. So here are some brief descriptions. Brittany Anderson studied depression and wrote a novel about characters who suffer from depression. Daniel Barron simulated a North Korean prison camp, definitely unfavorable conditions there, in an all-day event at the school. George Belmonte made an international program and really took it to the next level. Naya Davis learned about mission work in remote cultures. Haley Galliano studied perspective and worldview. David Jew brought a counseling program to the school. Emma Marshall studied the education gap and really brought some insights there. Eric Shuey helped the school learn about fitness and biked the C&O Canal. Lee Smith studied autism. Rebecca Tao researched and surveyed biblical literacy, a really important topic. Maya Thaxton studied body image and social media. Connor Williams studied music and ministry. Johnny Yao researched cultural differences between the US and China. And I think that's everyone except for two. And the list goes on and on. They're impressive projects. The final two projects I'm going to mention receive the highest distinction award, which goes to seniors who complete all of their original objectives, contact numerous professionals in their field, and exhibit a strong timeline throughout the year, and go above and beyond the already high standards of the senior project. This year, Stephen Lang has received the highest distinction award for his project, the Diligent Hands Project. Among other things, Stephen Lang designed a new internship program for our students, researched the best practices of students who attend top universities, and taught the whole school how to make e-portfolios. That's just a small slice of what he did. Well done, Stephen Lang. Let me introduce Haley Wong, who completed one of the most excellent senior projects the school has ever seen. Haley Wong is receiving the highest distinction award for her project Lost, and she is going to explain it to you further. Thank you for your hard work and dedication, Haley Wong.
Confusion, curiosity, and anger. These are the expressions on people's faces when I approach them about their religion and their knowledge about Jesus. And this is what kindled my passion for evangelism. Imagine living in a country like China, where only 3% of the population are Christians. Imagine approaching different people about their religion and being insulted for what you believe. Imagine the ones who you love thinking that your religion is merely a joke. Imagine and imagine. In the beginning of my project, I told myself that I am going to finish all of Bob's Bubbles and get the project over with as soon as possible. And indeed, I did. I made a documentary, wrote a book in Chinese and English, interviewed 12 Christians from 6 different countries, took different classes, learning how to share the gospel with Child Evangelism Fellowship, taught Grace Prep students how to share the gospel, designed multiple evangelist tools, and conducted multiple surveys. At the end of the project, however, I found that it is not the things that I did that makes this a meaningful project. It is how God has worked in me, helped me to weave the little pieces together that makes this a meaningful one. I realized that evangelism is not about knowledge. It is about having a passion for God and love toward others. When we are looking forward for the second coming, half of the world have never even heard of the first. Evangelism is not just my senior project. It is my mission on earth. It is very intimidating to approach 2 different people about their religion, but as William Carey said, we should expect great things from God and attempt great things for God. Do not be afraid of rejections and hardships, because even Jesus was rejected. He said that if they persecute me, they will persecute you. If they obey my teaching, they will obey yours too. Lost people matter to God, and so they must matter to us. Go find the lost and let the lost be found. This is my project, Lost. Thank you.
There is one thing that everyone should know, and that is Jesus died for us. We are all crafted by the hands of the one who created the whole universe. We are all fearfully and wonderfully designed in the image of the perfect and holy one. We all have one Father, and we are all His children. Despite everything we have done in our lives, He loved us so much that He was willing to send His only Son, who lived a perfect life, to die for us. When we did not realize His existence, He still loved us. Yet many people in this world have never even heard of His name. We as Christians talk about the second coming, yet half of the world have never even heard of the first. Yes, many people would judge us and reject us when we share the gospel, but that's nothing compared to what Jesus did on the cross for us. Jesus did everything. What are you willing to do for Him? Therefore, go make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. We are going to encounter hardships on the journey. There will be trials and persecutions, one after another, like the everlasting mountains. The question is, are we willing to stand with Jesus and proclaim His truth? Are we willing to do whatever it takes to glorify God's name? It is our duty to go out and share the gospel and proclaim the truth about Him. A lot of people think that there are many ways to be saved, but the truth is that Jesus is the only way. There is no other way. People without God are lost. If your gospel has not touched others, it certainly has not touched you. Go find the lost and let the lost be found.